Juvenis.
Good afternoon, gentlemen of the press. This is a press briefing that is put together this afternoon to let Rivers people know the position of the government of Sanwo. I have tagged this press briefing as Rivers people facing gloomy futures as uncooperative actions of Right Honorable Amaewhule-Led Rivers State House of Assembly impeding Governor Fubara's readiness to implement Supreme Court judgment. It is now common knowledge that members of the Right Honorable Amaewhule-Led Rivers State House of Assembly have by their own actions refused to allow the Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Sir Dr. Siminalayi Fubara, GSS ROS, to fully implement the judgment of the Supreme Court on the long-drawn political and legal battle that has lingered since after the ill-fated attempt to impeach him on October 30, 2023. Right from when this unjustified onslaught against Governor Fubara started, the gentleman has never left anyone in doubt about his unwavering commitment to peace and resolute determination to put Rivers people first over and above personal and or sectional interests. A few days after the Friday, February 28, 2025 shocking judgment of the Supreme Court on the consolidated cases touching on the seizure of Federation revenue allocation due the state, annulment of the credible, free, fair, and peaceful local government elections of Saturday, October 5, 2024, representation of the 2025 budget to the Right Honorable Amaewhule-Led Rivers State House of Assembly, and the most contentious defection issue, which was never before the Apex Court, but surprisingly, vaguely touched by the learned justices of the five-man panel. Governor Siminalayi Fubara has never left anyone in doubt about his preparedness not only to obey but fully implement the Supreme Court judgment, no matter the unfortunate and unfavorable outcome. Statewide broadcast. In his statewide broadcast a few days after the judgment, the governor declared his acceptance of the judgment and made an unambiguous commitment to full compliance and implementation. In that broadcast, he ordered the recently duly elected local government chairman ousted by the Apex Court to immediately hand over to the heads of local government administrations. Even as he appealed to his supporters who are sad over the judgment to accept it with equanimity, the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, under the leadership of its indefatigable chairman and chief electoral officer, Honorable Justice Adolphus Enebeli, retired, in compliance with the Supreme Court verdict, convened a stakeholders meeting wherein all registered political parties in the state, non-governmental organizations, civil society organizations, the press and general public were invited to attend at the headquarters in Port Harcourt. At that stakeholders meeting, the electoral umpire set the ball rolling for conduct of a fresh local government elections by releasing the elections timetable and elections guidelines, fixing August 9, 2025 for the exercise. This is in full compliance of the Supreme Court judgment ordering a fresh election into the third tier of government. The Rivers State House of Assembly, in a frenzy, issued a 48-hour ultimatum to the state chief executive to represent the 2025 budget. But observers who are knowledgeable in legislative procedures saw this Rivers State House of Assembly's action as an aberration, an abuse of legislative duties and privileges. While Rivers people were yet to digest the unfolding drama, the Right Honorable Amaewhule-Led issued another 48-hour ultimatum to the chairman of RISIA, the highly respected retired Justice Enebeli, who was appointed RISIA chairman by the former governor of the state and current FCT minister, Chief Barrister Nyesom, Wike. They followed this bizarre action up with the issuance of a warrant of arrest of the gentleman and commissioners of RISIA. Not done with that, they declared the appointment of 19 commissioners by Governor Fubara as illegal, prompting the affected commissioners to drag Amaewhule and his colleagues to court. As if they are bent on fighting at all fronts, these lawmakers, who should be settling to the business of lawmaking for the good governance of Rivers State, accused the Chief Judge of Rivers State, Honorable Justice Simeon Chibuzo Amadi, of aid falsification, even inviting the operatives of DSS to investigate him instead of reporting him to the Nigerian Judicial Council, the only authorized body responsible for investigation and discipline of judicial officers across the Federation. Extension of invitation by Governor Amaewhule-Led to Right Honorable Martin Amaewhule-Led House for a meeting in the Government House in order to pave the way for rapprochement for the smooth operations of the executive and legislative arms of government. The governor, through a letter by the Secretary to the State Government, Chief Dr. Barrister Tami Wenike Danagoko, invited the Martin Amaewhule-Led Rivers State House of Assembly to the Government House for a meeting. This meeting was intended to, among other things, discuss issues such as 2025 budget presentation, payment of accumulated arrears of legislators' salaries and allowances, arrangement to provide a more suitable venue for the conduct of legislative businesses of the House. To the surprise of every right-thinking person, members of the Rivers State House of Assembly rebuffed the governor's invitation cum overture, even chiding him for routing the letter through the SLG. It is on record that the SLG, by his status, is in a position to issue or originate such administrative correspondence on behalf of the State Chief Executive. In his characteristic manner of humility, simplicity, and sincerity of purpose, His Excellency Sir Dr. Sunala Ifubara personally issued and signed a letter addressed to the Right Honorable Martin Amaewhule, Speaker of the House, formally notifying him and unambiguously indicating his intention to come before the honorable members of the state legislature to lay the 2025 budget before them on Wednesday, March 12, 2025 for consideration. He followed this up by making phone calls to the Honorable Speaker. Sadly, Governor Fubara, accompanied by government officials, were denied access into the legislative quarters where the Assembly members currently hold their sitting on the appointed day, that is Wednesday, March 12, 2025. He had to adjust his itinerary for project commissioning of the remodeled zonal hospital in Buhari to keep faith with that appointment. It is worrisome to hear the lawmakers alleging that Governor Fubara did not communicate properly, falsely claiming that his letter to them was only read on social media. However, Governor Fubara's letter for representation of budget on Wednesday, March 19 on House announcement of vacation synodal. Just last Friday, March 14, 2025, Governor Sunala Ifubara, in keeping with his resolve to do the needful, sent another letter personally signed by him to the House Speaker, Right Honorable Amaewhule, again to notify him and members of the House under his leadership, indicating his plan to come to represent the 2025 budget to them on Wednesday, March 19, 2025 by 10 a.m. or any other day that may be convenient to the House in compliance with the Supreme Court verdict in order to keep the wheel of government of the state running. In a letter dated 13th March 2025, Governor Fubara again requested to present the budget to the Assembly on that same Wednesday as proposed. Regrettably, the state House of Assembly refused to receive and acknowledge the letter. A courier company which was engaged to deliver the letter also returned it with a report that it was rejected at the Assembly quarters where the members currently sit. I have the video of that event. Yet, the narrative from the Rivers State House of Assembly is that Governor Fubara has refused to present the budget. Although it is tempting to ignore false narratives in the social media that Governor Fubara has refused to take steps to present the budget to the Assembly, we cannot ignore the press briefing by the chairman of the House Committee on Information, Dr. Enemi George, alleging that the governor is frustrating the implementation of the Supreme Court judgment, particularly the directive requiring him to present the 2025 appropriation bill to the lawmakers. Following the refusal by the Assembly to receive and acknowledge the governor's letter delivered by the government officials and the courier company, the Rivers State government took the initiative of publishing the letter in 2 national newspapers. I have them here.
Oh, you done already. I'm sure you liked it. Please leave your comments, like and share this video. More importantly, please click on the thanks button so that you can support Jovenis TV to enable us create more content like you. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
It's just, it's unique, it's versatile, it envisions, it's newsy, it inspires, it suits, it's Jovenis. A dual glossy magazine with educative and entertaining columns that reports contemporary issues, events, tells about individuals who can inspire positively, showcases latest trends in fashion, circulates all around Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, London, and USA. Jovenis is published bi-monthly by Peanuts Communications Limited. For enquiries, event coverage or advert placement, call 0803 360 8271, 0805 787 1199. Jovenis Magazine, inspiring the young at heart.